Thomas, that's quite a debut, as debuts go.
Yeah, I don't know, it's quality really, obviously. Bonus to get it, just great to get picked anyway. But obviously to score 2 tries and come up with a man at match, it's even better, you know what I mean? Very good.
I mean, how does it feel to make your first team debut, and when did it first come about that you might be actually featuring this afternoon?
Well, it was basically, in that Challenge Cup game at Keighley, I was picked as an 18th, 19th man, which indicated that I was getting a step closer, and it was telling me that I was training well and I was playing well in reserves and stuff like that, but just not quite there then. And then I got picked in this game, obviously showing that I can do things well, and obviously it helps that like lads, cheer me on. They said, they give me tips, advice about stuff, you know what I mean? And that's not just 1 or 2, it's all of them, you know what I mean? From wingers, props, because it's all of it really, it's good.
I mean, to make your debut in the biggest win of the season, I mean, John Keir says when you come on, you were the catalyst for the momentum change.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was just me, because I came on with Mikey Wood and Colton Roche, who they carry very hard. I wouldn't fancy standing in way of them really, you know what I mean? But they came on, obviously I got off on back of them and managed to get 2 tries from good carries, and it were all bench really that changed the game, you know what I mean?
Obviously you get your first try, and then from then we saw your confidence grow and grow.
Yeah, definitely it gives you confidence, you start, you calm right down with things, and everything's not rushed then, because you've got that confidence, and things just came naturally, and obviously everyone else started to play well, especially in that second half, and I found it a lot easier to find my feet, you know what I mean?
And it's been quite a whirlwind 18 months for you, because I remember when you first started getting on the under-19s team sheet, progressing, doing really well. I mean, former Stanley Junior, you were loose forward. How obviously John Bastian, remember we were talking on the phone at great length, and he says, look, Thomas Doyle, he's going to make it. He's a loose forward now, but we see him as a 9,
Yeah, well, that came about I got signed in my second year of academy, but obviously that was my first year as what is classed as professional. And I started off loose, obviously Reece Buttle were at 9, and it was a good play, and basically it just went from there. John Lee and Mark discussed, saying that Aaron Hooker, tried it out a few times. I was still a bit fresh there, still didn't know a few things, you know what I mean? Obviously progressed at that, and coming up to the first team definitely has been good for me, because there's a lot of lads with experience like George Flanagan, Sam Ellis, Matt Wilder, you know what I mean? They're good, you know what I mean? They're definitely good mentors as far as Hookers go as well.
Talking about Mark Dunning, Lee Beattie, John Bastian, how was their tutelage and guidance moulded you as a player?
They're definitely saying, they find out what was good in you, and they emphasise you do that, you do what you're good at, you know what I mean? It's not just with me, it's definitely with every player, you know what I mean? Then the things that they can say, you can work on, obviously you do work, that's what training's for, and they do it, but they've got a lot of time for a lot of people, so it's good.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but when Oliver Wilson made his debut prior to his move to Huddersfield, he was the 50th player in the last 5 years that's come through the academy and made the debut. Obviously following the footsteps of Jacob Truman, Reece Butterworth and everybody else. You're the 51st. I mean, that's an incredible stat.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, like obviously going from even when you're playing academy, your goal is to want to play first team, you know what I mean, no matter what, Obviously it's come, and it's a bonus that I've done pretty well, the team's done well, so it's good, you know what I mean.
And you've got your first taste of it. Do you want to be on the flight to Toronto on Thursday?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, it's a quality experience, going there, you know what I mean, especially with a bit of confidence and stuff like that, and with a good set of lads. What I want, definitely.
And obviously they've seen George in there, he's still got the arm in the pot, obviously a chance now to maybe get a couple of games experience in.
Yeah, well, maybe, obviously it's awful that, you don't want to see anyone injured there, but that's sometimes how opportunities rise, through people getting injured. And George is a very good player, and it's obviously a shame that his hands, in a pot but hopefully, I can still stay in the team.
So John Keane was sort of saying last week about how George was like sort of killing himself that he's missing all these big games coming up. I mean, you've suddenly got into the picture, and it's a great time potentially, isn't it, when you think you've got Toronto, Leeds and the Summer Bash in the next few weeks.
Oh yeah, it's quality, you know. Like I say, George will be mad that he's missing them, definitely, because he's a player that wants to play in every game, every friendly and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But he's also the same guy that taught me a lot of stuff.
I was going to say, because they help you along.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Like I say, it's not just him; it's every player, every coach. You know what I mean? Because in training, you do a lot of stuff. You do a lot of stuff not so good. They'll say, "Oh, do this might help." You know what I mean? And that's how it works, really, and that's how you gain confidence. You know what I mean?
You've got players like that got such great experience as well, haven't they? So.
Oh yeah. Well, it's experience that does it, really. You know, they've gone through a lot of scenarios. A lot more than me as far as on a rugby field goes. So they can see things a bit clearer, I suppose. Yeah.
Is your passport up to date, just in case?
Oh yeah, it's up to date. Yeah, definitely.
You've been checking it.
Oh, I've been checking it. Yeah, keeping it close to me, definitely.
Because John was saying he's got a few things to think this week.
Oh yeah, that's it, isn't it? There's a lot of players to choose from. So it'd be nice to go over there, definitely.
And just finally, Tom, it's they had a meeting last week about the reserves, a lot of positivity. It's looking like it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
You've obviously benefited from the reserves this season. Hang on, someone's phone's going, Keith. But how do you feel the reserves have benefited you as a player?
Oh yeah, well it's just loads really, because when obviously I'm too old now to play in academy, so any game time is precious, really. You know what I mean? So the time, obviously it's my first team game, but the time that I haven't been playing in the first team, it's I'm raring to enter reserves, raring to play, because we played Keighley and Featherstone and stuff like that, and obviously a game is a game, and take it seriously. You know what I mean? I still want to do well no matter what team it is.
Can you see it having a positive impact, stopping players leaving the game?
I agree with reserves, really, because the fact, like I say, it's games now, especially for teams like us that have got a massive squad. It's there's a lot of players that are definitely up to scratch, but they might not be getting picked, or some might be in form, so they want to keep that match fitness going. You know what I mean, and stuff like that, which is definitely beneficial to keep match fitness going.
Cheers, thank you.